Today, chat is going to help me build my commander deck because I want to play Urza. But you know what? I need to build a casual Urza deck, something without infinite combos, because most Urza decks are just built like that. How to make a 2-card infinite as quickly as possible. We need to go back to Urza's roots. We're making artifact creatures. We're beating people down with artifact creatures. We got to do it the honest way. And you know what? Instead of me trying to research all this stuff, I got all of you guys. And that's why a great suggestion to start us off with is Trisaru's Kappa Cannoneer, which is a 6-mana 4/4, but it's got Improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. And each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pays for 1. It's got Ward 4, so I don't expect it to die so easily. And whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, it gets +1/+1. And you know what? It can't be blocked this turn. That's exactly what I want to do to beat my opponent's faces down. We got to do it with the Kappa Cannoneer. All right, let's... Little Deadfly asks, if this deck wins tournaments, which it will not, this is strictly for casual play, can we get a share of the profits? No, because I will win nothing. You can't get a share of profits if of nothing if there is nothing. Training Grounds. That might help my well, it might help make Urza, I guess, a little bit cheaper. We have a blue enchantment. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1. You know what? And there's probably going to be other cards that have activated costs. So, and by the way, I'm looking for artifacts, probably not the counter spells. I got like almost everything. We need lands, we need planeswalkers, we need the whole kit and caboodle here. Oh boy, Sapphire Medallion. Absolutely. We need to make all my bluish cards cheaper. 2 mana. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Also can help me cast my Urza a little bit faster. Argentina. The Water Crystal. Make it mill? We're not going to make it mill. What is this? A 4-mana artifact? Blue spells you cast cost 1 less. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many cards plus 4 instead. 6-mana tap. Each opponent mills cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. It's probably not going to happen around here. I like this suggestion. Psy Master Thopterist. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I wouldn't think about these things without all of you. 3-mana, 1/4 Human Artificer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Beautiful! And also, I can sack my artifacts for 2 mana and also draw a card. That's what I'm talking about. The commander is Urza. Yeah, we're making an Urza commander deck. Toilet Dock with Skill Borrower. And this could be a long show today because I need as many ideas as possible. 3 mana for a 1/3 human wizard. Play with the top card of your library revealed. As long as the top card of your library is an artifact or creature card, Skill Borrower has all activated abilities of that card. I thought I was gonna be able to play that card off the top of my deck. All right, very interesting card. Very interesting. Next up. Kappa is too cracked not to include. I love Kappa Cannoneer. I think that's great. Reserve list is fine. No, I mean, you still have to abide by... So, Argentina is suggesting Mox Sapphire. That's banned in Commander. We still have to abide by the Commander ban list. It is Commander. So, just to recap, we're building an Urza High Lord Artificer deck. Thopter Spy Network. Ooh, this is going to be super going to be clunky, but who cares? Urza makes a lot of mana. Thopter Spy Network, 4-mana enchantment, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control an artifact, we make another 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. I'm excited. But I'm more excited about the second ability. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Does this stack, by the way? So whenever 1 or more creatures deal combat, it sounds like if I hit somebody with 5 creatures, I only draw 1 card, but I might be misunderstanding this card correctly. So let me know if we get to draw a card for each creature, or it's just a one, you hit them for whatever, and then that's about it. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures can deal combat damage to a player, but maybe it's 1 per opponent. Okay, got to read the fine lines sometimes. That's still good. 3 cards, an extra 3 cards a turn. I'll take that. Okay, we got Remco with Skull Clamp. Oh yeah, that's legal. Oh, I love that. Oh, what an awful picture. I don't like it. I don't like any of the... Oh, do you know what? I like the OG picture. The OG picture looks great. 1 mana equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/-1. And when an equipped creature dies, draw 2 cards. We're going to have Thopters for days. Oh my god. Psy into Skull Clamp. It's over. It's game over already. I can already see it. David with Uthros. Research Craft. Oh, it's a new spicy card. 3 mana Spacecraft with Station. Now, 3+, whenever you cast an artifact spell, draw a card, put a charge counter on the Spacecraft. That's broken. That's arguably just broken. Okay, and then if it gets to 12+, it's a flying 1/0 for each artifact you control and has 8 toughness. I love that. That's great. We're gonna beat people down super fair. Ooh, Spellskite. I never got to own this card because it's too crappy in regular Magic. What is this? It's pretty pricey, actually. Old thanks to Commander. 2 mana 0/4. And for a Phyrexian blue, change the target of target spell or ability to Spellskite. Love that card. Urtai. I don't know if this will work. This is very clunky. I do have the card. 3 mana 1/1. Counts as a wizard. And for 4 mana, tap counter target spell. Plays ability as an interrupt. It's just counter target spell. Well, that's an interesting suggestion. Beanpot with Howling Mine. It's asymmetrical with Urza. 2 mana artifact. Oh, that's right. So I can tap. So at the beginning of each player's upkeep step, if Howling Mine is untapped, that player draws an additional card. But I can tap the Howling Mine so that only I get the second card. Everyone else gets nothing. I could also be nice to everybody and let them have cards. Diggleberg with Mind Lock Orb. Howling Mine is a great idea. I would never have thought that on my own. 4 mana artifact. Players can't search their libraries. I like it. I'm a Staxy person, all right? We can put all the Stax pieces in this deck. I don't care. They're going to suffer. Toads with Thopter Fabrication. Sorry, it's Fabricator. We're going to fabricate some Thopters. 3 mana for a 4/4 flying vehicle. We got flying cars in the multiverse. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. We have cards that draw a card when we play artifacts, and now we have cards that make Thopters when we draw cards. You get a little bit of everything over here. A Blackbird with bottomless pool / locker room. Sounds like a Universes Beyond card. Okay, so we have for a blue, it's an enchantment. Whenever you unlock this room, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. And then we have Locker Room for 5 mana. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I love drawing cards. Drawing cards and making artifacts. This is going to be like a wet dream for me, this deck. Little MX Doom. Access denied. 5 mana instant, counter target spell, create X 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying, where X is that spell's mana value. Very, very unique card. Beanpot with the Winter Orb. Oh, you better believe I'm not. You know what? I have a bunch of old-fashioned Winter Orbs. I think I want one of the new ones. The new one looks nice. I like that. I like this art. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind the old art, but I like the new art too. As long as it's untapped, players can untap more than 1 land during their untap steps. But you know what? They get to untap land, so they can't complain too hard. Adam with Braided Net. Could be super braided. 3 mana artifact enters the battlefield with 3 net counters on it. Tap, remove a net counter from Braided Net. Tap another target non-land permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated so long as it's tapped. And I can also craft with artifact. Does it have a second side? It does have a second side. The Braided Quipu. Whatever that is. It's like clothes. Or it's like, I don't know, it's like a cloak of some sort. 4 mana, tap, draw a card for each artifact you control. Oh my god. Then put Braided Quipu into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. It's like, why don't I just draw my entire deck over there? Rated Lex. Fate Spinner. Are we, we're stealing people's upkeeps, or not upkeep, parts of their turn? 3 mana, 1/2. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player chooses draw step, main phase, or combat phase, and they skip each instance of the chosen step or phase. Can't use them all. You're going to lose one. Next. Soth with Thoughtcast. Absolutely. That's probably like, what is it? This is like Ancestral Recall, basically, in artifact decks. 5 mana for a sorcery, affinity for artifacts. So I expect to only pay 1 for this damn thing. Draw 2 cards. We need to draw cards. We need to draw. First, we draw the cards, then we get the artifacts, then we get the artifacts, then we get more cards. A giant Pop-Tart with Leonardo da Vinci. Is this like really Leonardo da Vinci? Or is it a Universes Beyond card? No, this is real. This is actual Leonardo da Vinci for 3 mana. 3/3 also a human artificer. Could be a long descendant of Urza for all we know. 5 mana until end of turn. Thopters you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Beautiful. We need that. We need to make those artifacts, those Thopters, big and chunky. 3 mana, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. If the discarded card was an artifact card, exile it from your graveyard. And if you do, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 0/2 Thopter artifact creature with flying in addition to its other types. Love all these ideas. Citadel, this is a powerful one. Simulacrum Synthesizer. It's probably, this is a bomb. Simulacrum Synthesizer. There we go. This is why I'm asking all you guys for some help. This thing's insane. 3 mana artifact enters the battlefield, scry 2. Whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you get a 0/0 colorless artifact creature token. With this, creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Busted. Absolutely busted. David, Zoetic Glyph. 3 mana aura, enchant artifact. The artifact becomes a 5/4 in addition to its other types. And when it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, I get to discover 3. I get some value anyway. This is gonna be for commander. It's for commander. It's like CEDH, but no combos. So we can go more or less all out. I have some friends that don't like the idea of dying in with 2-card combos. I thought I gave you a card, Toads. Grand Architect. 3 mana for a 1/3 Vidalcan Artificer. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1, which we won't have too many of. Maybe Sai will get into the red zone. For a blue, target artifact creature becomes blue until end of turn, and tap an untapped blue creature you control to add double colorless and only spend the mana to cast artifact spells, which I'll need more mana. Can always use more mana. Or activate abilities of artifacts. Not Urza. Little MX Doom, you got to put a Karn for the... Well, I mean, yeah, but which one? Do you have a... I mean, how about... Okay, the only one I can think of is Karn the Great Creator. That's the only one. I don't even know if this is good in Commander, because there's no sideboard. 4 mana for 5 loyalty Karn. Activate abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated, so that might be good. Just on its own, +1. One of my until your next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature. -2, you can reveal an artifact card you own from outside the game or a face-up artifact from exile. That's the only point of that card. So I don't know if that card's actually that good. Wait, I mean, it is Soul Ring. It's Soul Ring hate. It's treasure hate. Gotta hate them. We gotta hate the treasures, people. Hey, servant. Welcome. We have Hexenort with the Ever-Flowing Well. Ever-Flowing... Not the Chalice. The Ever-Flowing Well is a 3 mana legendary artifact. When the Ever-Flowing Well enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards, then draw 2 cards, and descend 8. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, we get to transform the card. It's going to transform... Where's my transform effect? Into... the Myriad Pools. Add a blue. Whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by the Myriad Pools, up to 1 other target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell until end of turn. Fascinating card. Question: any game changes allowed? This just no infinite combo. We go completely broken. I just can't put any infinite combos in this deck. So it'll be like my way of playing with other casual players, although I doubt anyone loves playing against stacks pieces. I'm gonna be a nice Urza player, all right? I'm not gonna combo off against you. I might make it a little frustrating for you to cast your cards, but that's about it. Darksteel Forge from Corbinek. 9 mana artifact. Artifacts you control have indestructible. Oh, what's a good sound effect for this? I don't know. Something like that. Don't touch my art. Don't touch my artifacts. You combo with that mixed Mycosynth Lattice, and then that's GG. Oh, are you talking about the what's it called? I think I know what you're talking. Is there any fair way to play with Mycosynth Lattice? I have no idea. We have 6. It's a 6 mana artifact. All permanents are artifacts, and all cards that aren't on the battlefield and permanents are colorless. Players may spend mana as though were mana of any color. Weird. I have no idea how to play with this card fairly. Oh, you mean this in Karn the Great Creator? That's right. No, they'd hate it. They'd absolutely hate it. Well, it's not over yet, though. So it doesn't actually win on the spot. There is no fair way to play this card. It's all broken stuff. Okay, next up, we've got Rated Lex with another of my favorite cards, Arena of the Ancients. Arena of the Ancients. 3-mana artifact. Legendary creatures don't untap during their controller's untap steps, but when Arena of the Ancients enters the battlefield, tap all legendary creatures. That's a fascinating card. I like that card. It'll help me fight off, what's it called? Caesar, I think. I think I fight off Caesar with the damn thing. Maybe I'm wrong. We have counterspell. I have like basically all the stock counterspells. I mean, you can recommend counterspells. Got ooh, my favorite counterspell art too. Gillam Emery. What a great way to mix Merfolk in an artifact deck. 3 mana, 1/2. Affinity for artifacts. When it enters, mill 4 cards. Tap, choose target artifact card in your graveyard, and you can cast it this turn. 1,000,000% we're putting this in my deck. 100%. There's no way in hell I'm going to miss that card. Or sorry, not that I knew. I didn't have this on my list, but there's no way I'm going to pass up on this thing. Little MX Doom is going to suggest an Ugin. Ugin the Ineffable. See what, you can't tell him to F off? 6 loyalty. Sorry, 6 mana for a 4 loyalty Ugin. Colorless spells cost 2 less to cast. Sounds good. +1, exile the top card of your library face down and look at it. It's a 2/2 colorless spirit. When leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. -3, destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. We got removal. Not a lot of removal in blue, you know. That's a good one. It's a good way to get some blue. Encroaching Mycosynth. What is encroaching? All is artifact. Okay, 4 mana artifact. Non-land permanents you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true for permanent spells you control and non-land permanent cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Oh, so it's like a one-sided Mycosynth Lattice. Interesting. So I have the power of Mycosynth Lattice, which is useful for my Karnstructs, right? The Karnstructs, they're going to be infinitely, it's basically as big as all the permanents on the battlefield, but it doesn't screw my opponents over with Karn the Great Creator. I like it, I like it. Pabno is in the house. Astrologians Planisphere would be probably be nice too. Oh, absolutely. It's an artifact equipment. I can tap this thing for mana. 2 mana, job select. So when it enters the battlefield, they get a 1/1 hero token attached to it. And equipped creature is a wizard in addition to its other types and has whenever you cast a non-creature spell and whenever you draw your 3rd card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Also has equipped for 2. I like this card. Argentina for redemption. Memnarch. Memnarch is an art. I love it. 7 mana, 4/5 wizard. 3 mana. Target permanent becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. You will be artifact. And I can gain control of artifacts, so I can swipe all my opponent's stuff. Oh, I love my Merfolk. I also love my artifacts. Honestly, I just mostly love blue and artifacts. I'm trying to get back to my roots around here. It's so weird when William says he doesn't have a card yet, or when Little MX Doom has the same avatar. Academy Runes. Academy Runes and Mindslaver to pre-upkeep Academy Runes. Put Mindslaver on top of my library. That's a bit rude. Okay, so Academy Runes, Legendary Land, tap for a colorless. Also for 2 mana, put an artifact from my graveyard on top of my library. You want to combo this with Mindslaver. I don't know. I don't even know if I want that combo. That sounds like it's just going to delay the game by so much more. Bell with Inventor's Fair. Great card. I need that card. Legendary Land. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more artifacts, you gain a life. Where's my... There we go. Tap for a colorless, and 4 mana, tap, sack it, search your library for an artifact, reveal it, put in your hand, and activate only if you control 3 or more artifacts. That's probably going to be the easy part. Trevor! Mono blue artifacts, try Ingenuity Engine. We need the engine around here. The Ingenuity Engine. 7 mana artifact with Cascade. I'm probably going to like end up hitting like a Mishra's Bauble or something. Pay 1, tap, sack an artifact, search target, return target artifact card you control to its owner's hand. I have no idea. Are we going to return this thing back to hand? No, we have to sack an artifact, return target artifact you control. Yeah, we can return this thing back. Play it for Cascade. I have a feeling the value of this is going to be really dubious. Really dubious. Indiana Jones with Transmute Artifacts. Yes, it's like, what is this, the Fair Tinker? Blue sorcery, sack an artifact. If you do, search your library for an artifact card. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the sacrificed artifact's converted mana cost, put it onto the battlefield. If it's greater, you can pay X, where X is the difference. So basically, you're paying for it. Paying for it one way or another. I like the card. Lil MX Doom with Resculpt. Is that... Resculpt. Is that a counterspell? I want to say it's a counterspell, but I don't remember. 2 mana instant. Exile target artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. We do need removal. Cormanek, Nikachu, enforcing equipment. Didn't you bash all equipments a while ago? Well, here's the deal. That some equipment, well, at least equipment in this deck, get to tap for blue. So it's like mana. It's almost like they all have a discount of 1 mana. Because this is an Urza deck, by the way. Just letting everyone know we're making an Urza Lord High Artificer deck. Basically, we're trying to make it fair. Everyone looks at this thing and thinks, oh, it's an infinite combo deck. Not today. It's going to be a fair deck. People won't be afraid of me. They might be afraid of the stacks pieces. Okay, Lesthian with Valkyrie Aerial Unit. This is a 7 mana 5/4 construct. Affinity art for artifacts. Love it. Flying. When this creature enters, surveil 2. Wish it was a little bit better value than that. But you know what? I'm going to take it. Glasses of Urza. Is it actually any good? I thought it was like red. Look at target player's hand. This is awful. I don't think I'm that desperate to get like random cards on the battlefield. Adam with Liquid Metal Torque. Oh, that's a good idea. This is a very good idea. This combos with what's it called? I mean, it's just a good mana rock in general, but also combos with Karn the Great Creator. 2 mana artifact, tap, add a colorless, and then also tap, target non-land permanent becomes an artifact in addition to its other types until end of turn. Love this card. Next, John says, if you want something more fun, I'm all in for it, try Shape Anew. Isn't that a tutor? 4 mana sorcery. The controller of target artifact sacks it and reveals cards on the top of the library until they reveal an artifact card. That player puts the card on the battlefield, then shuffles all other cards revealed this way into their library. This might be a fine combo. Well, the problem is this card's a little bit too random. Just basically, okay, let's destroy this thing. Let's see if we can get something off the top. But if I can shape the top of my deck, I guess that would work. Bryce with Trinisphere. Ha! Oh, and this turns off if, right? As long as it's untapped, yeah. Each spell that would cost less than 3 mana costs 3 mana to cast. I mean, this card's busted.
No, God, please, no.
It's broken in an Urza deck. I like that card a lot. Indiana Jones, Transmute. I think I got that one. I think we got that one a little while ago. Well, I'm getting so many cards. I love all this. Master, Transmuter. Ooh, 4 mana, 1/2. Pay a blue, tap. Return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. You may put an artifact card from my hand onto the battlefield. They're gonna get God big time. Lil MX Doom, Akal Pakal? Huh? First among equals. Akal Pakal. There we go. We have a 3 mana 1/5 Human Advisor. At the beginning of each player's end step, if an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into the one into my hand and the other into my graveyard. This is basically, it's deceptive card draw. Super deceptive card draw. Aaron with Dark Steel Reactor. 4 mana artifact. It's indestructible. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge counter on this artifact, and when this artifact has 20 or more charge counters on it, you win the game. I have no idea if I'm going to pull that off. 20. I don't know if the turn when beginning of your upkeep. It's not. I don't have any proliferate, so I have to wait the game to go 20 turns. Kilo the Nako. It is a thought monitor. Thought Monitor. Yeah, it hasn't been suggested yet. Great card. This is perfect. I'm probably going to pay 1 blue for a 2/2 that draws me 2 cards. There's nothing. If I play Thoughtcaster, I got to be able to play this damn thing. Christopher Kelly. Tezzeret the Seeker. Don't worry. We have, I haven't done this one yet. 5 mana for 4 loyalty. +1. Untap up to 2 artifacts. This card looks broken to me. I guess it just looks super broken. -X, search my library for an artifact card with X, put it on the battlefield, and then -5, all my artifacts are 5/5s. The Dead Damn Draws. Help with blue can proliferate. The Thrumming Bird. Look, I'm not going to try to win the game with that card. Probably not, at least. 2 mana, 1/1, flying. When this creature deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. That's still going to take me like 10 turns now, then, to win with this thing. Next up, Christopher B with Urza's Command. The Command of Urza. 4 mana instant. Creatures you don't control get -2/-0 until end of turn. Can create a Power Stone token. I can create a tap 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature, it gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. We can also scry one and then draw a card. Does a lot! And it technically costs a little less than Cryptic Command. Adam with Tezzeret Cruel Captain. It's not Caption. Captain. I actually got the card. Yeah, I said this is a slam dunk. 3 mana for 4 loyalty. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on this thing, and for 0 mana, untap target artifact or creature. And if it's an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It also searches your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less and put it into your hand, but that's okay. It's going to go directly back onto the battlefield. And then -7, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. And if it's not a creature, it becomes a creature. It will become a creature. All right, we have way more work to do, people. I want to hear all your suggestions. I love all these ideas. They're all. I'm probably gonna buy almost all of them. And you know where I'm gonna we know where I'm gonna look. Nowhere less than FusionGamingOnline.com. This is definitely. I've already gotten a huge chunk of cards from FusionGamingOnline.com. But you know where I got that Tezzeret Cruel Captain? I actually got the nicer version. This was in stock immediately. I got that Tezzeret Cruel Captain. This is a much, much nicer art. Love that art. And I got it at Fusion Gaming Online. Whoa, where? The shipping delay. It's not going to be delayed forever. It's less delayed for me because I actually just physically go to the store to pick up my cards. Deal of the week this week. Save 15% off all Edge of Eternity singles, which include the Tezzeret Cruel Captain. And many more. And do what I do, all right? If there's any influence I have on everyone, you got to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases. And it supports the channel. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. For the online digital client, Magic Online. Play any deck, any format you want, including Commander, on Magic Online using Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_ZH4. Okay, let's get back to business. Let's get a super chat. Lil MX Doom has a lot of cards to suggest today. Canopdex Spider. What the hell is this? 5 mana for 4/4 Spider. It's not funny. It's a spider down here, but it's SPYDER at the top. It's like a spying spider. Flying Fabricator Claw Array. Whenever another non-token artifact creature or vehicle enters the battlefield under your control, we draw a card. Whenever another non-token artifact creature. Non-tokens? That's going to be a lot harder. But we can make it work. Do we have Thoptergen in here? If so, take a look at Enduring Curiosity. What do you mean by Thoptergen? I don't know what that means. 4 mana, 4/3, Cat Glimmer, Flash. Whenever a... you mean the Thopter Spy Network? And whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player, we get to draw a card. And if this thing dies, if the kitty dies, it comes back to the battlefield as an enchantment. A little story there. Jake with no card yet. Altar of the Brood. Some of you just love Mill. I think Mill is dangerous. Like, even for me, because like it's gonna, if I don't have an infinite Mill combo, which I'm not allowed to do, then I'm just gonna feed my opponent's graveyards. 1 mana artifact. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts the top card of their library into the graveyard. You know, one of my friends has a Tarmogoyf deck. I'm basically gonna beat myself in with this thing. Seb Stone, founder of Latinam. Ooh, I like the look of this thing. 2 mana, 2/1. For 2 mana, return target artifact you control to its owner's hand. And for 3 mana, tap copy target artifact spell you control. So I can get double the number of I can get double the artifacts. Magnum Opus Gold, molded mixture. What is the best thing to transmute for with this card? 2 mana instant, carry target instant or sorcery spell, and I can transmute for 3 mana, so I can get a 2 mana artifact. What is like the best 2 mana? I guess maybe a Winter Orb or something. That's probably the best way to peeve everyone off. Probably. Carbonac, Ward of Bones. It's a bit mean though. That's okay. Don't worry, I can be as mean as I want. 6 mana artifact. Each opponent who controls more creatures than you can't play creature cards. The same is true for artifacts, enchantments, and lands. What? What is this thing? Each opponent who controls more creatures than you, they can't play creatures. Same is true for artifacts, enchantments. Well, no one's gonna have more artifacts than me. But also, I may not have that many lands though compared to everybody else. Fantastic. This is fascinating. Fascinating card. Lightning Greaves or a Stacks piece. I guess that's the best thing I can go get with Muddle the Mixture. Next up. Here's one for someone. Forsaken Monument. Forsaken. Is this an Eldrazi card? Eldrazi's 5 mana. Colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever you tap a permanent for colorless, add an additional colorless. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, you gain 2 life. Oh! Can go in my deck too. That's in, and it's this card's broken too. I think that card's insane. Oh my god, propaganda. The good old proppy over here. 3 mana. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking you. And I'm already screwing over their mana. We can have affinity in here. I have no problem with affinity cards. We did Psy. I love that card. Not a blue card. What, this one? Forsaken Monument? Oh no, it's all for a blue Urza deck. So it can be blue cards, it can be artifact cards, you can give me lands, anything that would go in a blue Urza deck that cannot be a combo. Why no combos? You know what? One of my friends I play with, they don't like the game ending abruptly like that. They don't like it. I can just tell by I mean, you know what? There's a lot of things this player doesn't like, but I'm gonna make him suck up a lot of other stuff. But you know what? The game ending abruptly with 2 cards is just not part of the plan. Ensnaring Bridge, that's an interesting... I don't know how well that works in the deck. Ensnaring Bridge, because I can't turn it off, right? So it's an idea. 3-mana artifact. Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. But I plan on I mean, I might go dinky creatures in with the Thopters, but if I have big constructs, I can't attack with them. But it's possible. Next up, we've got Pabno with Unctus. Grand Meta. What the hell? Grand Meta Tact. Buffs the Thopters or dig. Great idea. And this is an artifact itself. 3 mana for a 2/4. Other blue creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. And also for a Phyrexian blue, until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other colors and types. Activate only as a sorcery. Great idea. LOL, that's lame. Then stacks them out, make them suffer. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. They're not thrilled with the stacks cards, but make them... The game still goes on with the stacks cards, but the game can't go on if I, like, basically combo off. That's the only problem. Voltland, no card yet. Where's anyone with no card yet? Unstoppable Plan. Can you just tap Ensnaring Bridge on your turn, then untap it? It doesn't work. It's not all artifacts work like that. Unstoppable Plan is a 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. What? Beginning of your end step? This card looks insane. That card is insane. I basically quadruple my mana with this thing. Oh, that's a great... Lodestone Golem. And it's an artifact, right? Oh, beautiful. I might own this card somewhere in my collection. 4 mana, 5/3. Non-artifact spells cost 1 more to cast. It's 42 cents. I love it. I love how most of these cards are actually really cheap. You know, I might be able to get all these cards for like $100. Has anyone found out a way to get Unstoppable Plan to work yet? I guess you have to, I don't know, activate Urza a million times for fairly. Trent Sims, Torrential Gearhulk. It's a great toolbox to have. It is. Torrential Gearhulk. So artifact itself, it's basically free Snapcaster Mage. Well, free isn't. It's a 6 mana 5/6 with flash. And then you get to cast target instant card from your graveyard. Unfortunately, only instants, not sorceries as well. But you know what? It's better than nothing. It's like extra counter spells for me. Steve Cooper showing up with Research Thief. Draw in there. Let's look at the Research Thief. 5 mana 3/3. Flash Flying. Whenever an artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. We have so many of these cards. They're going to draw cards for me. And I get to flash this card in, too. They won't even see this one coming. That's a good idea. Elixir Island. What mind-blowing suggestion. But is it not isn't it strictly worse than Snow-Covered Island? I'm pretty sure it's worse than Snow-Covered Island. Like, shouldn't this deck play with Snow-Covered Island so I can play, what's it called? Arkham's Astrolabe? I don't know if I think Arkham's... Would Arkham's Astrolabe be playable for this deck? I would think so. So actually, our Island might not be playable. This is the card that enters the battlefield. Draw a card. Beanpot with Sensei. Oh yeah, we need Sensei's Divining Top. Divining. This is a 1 mana artifact. Pay 1. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. Also tap, draw a card, and put Sensei's Divine Top back on top of your library. Oh, unfortunately, I can't tap it for mana before I lose the damn thing. Jesse Brown, no card yet. Basic Island from Alpha. We just discussed. I don't know if Island is... okay, I don't know if this card's playable in my deck. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. If it's playable, I can't play with Basic Islands. I gotta play with Snow-Covered Basics. Mono blue, so why a mana of any color? Kind of redundant. Because this draws a card. It draws a card, and I can use it for... I mean, I don't know if it's useful. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Kilo, the Nako with the Lunar Whale. Has not been suggested. What the hell card is this? A ship in the sky? 4 mana, 3/5 vehicle, flying. You can look at the top card of your library anytime, and as long as the lunar whale attack this turn. Ooh, and I can also play the top card of my library. Crew 4/1. Basically another, what is it called? Like a future sight. Next up, a bunch of people with several cards. Oh no, your games are going to take another hour. I don't think they run that long. Frequency Spectre. Salvaging Station. Recycles artifacts. 6 mana artifact, tap, return target non-creature artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to play. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may untap Salvaging Station. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play. Oh, it'd be better if a creature entered the battlefield. Maybe we could go get a lot of value out of this thing. Okay, little MX Doom with, this is a great idea. The Ethereum Sculptor. Man, you know, this deck makes me think, like, Commander should be 250 cards. They should expand the number of cards you can have in a Commander deck. Like, why not? Like, if you... Shouldn't it be... I think Commander should be, like, at minimum 99 cards. But if you want to, go to 200. Be my guest. Would it really make... Well, I guess the problem is it would make shuffling it even more awkward. Okay, 2 mana for a 1/2. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Will we see the deck played at some point? Very possibly. Very likely. My friends want to start recording the games. So we're going to record some games and we see what happens. I don't know if this deck will be ready by then, though. Shuffling is already painful. That format will be called Commander and Chief, and you'll have to pick a secondary commander. You also have to pick a secondary person to help you shuffle the deck. Indiana Jones with copy artifact. I guess we're at the point no 2 cards yet. People can start jumping in. 2 mana enchantment. You may have copy artifact enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield, except it's an enchantment in addition to its other types. What is this for? Oh, I think this is for a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. No, it doesn't copy. I don't know. I guess it copies other people's soul rings. Felicia, Buster Sword. Ooh, I would get this one. Oh no, it's not the same thing. Oh, this is Umezawa's Jite. Wow, that's nice. Okay, but this is the OG Buster Sword. Okay, 3 mana equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+2. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. Then you may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to that damage without paying its mana cost. We did Howling Mine, Tub. We got that one. We do Fabricate? I don't know. Oh, I don't think we got Fabricate. 3 mana, sorcery. Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. It's interesting. I don't know if I can get all these cards. It's impossible. Can you name the deck Thopter Plopter? I don't know if it's going to be all about Thopters at the end of the day. It's an Urza deck. Little MX Doom, Court of Vantress. I thought it was going to be a land because it's called a court. It looks like a land. 4 mana enchantment. Enters the battlefield. Oh, I become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose up to 1 other target enchantment or artifact. If you're the monarch, you may create a token that's a copy of it. If you're not the monarch, you may have Court of Vantress become a copy of it, except it has this ability. Fascinating. What is this? Liberator from the Damn Draws. Liberator. Urza's Battle Thopter. That is so weird to have a picture of your face at the front of your ship. I mean, that's just creepy. It's, you know what? It looks like the Skibbity toilet thing, to be honest. I'm going to show everybody. Hold on. I'm going to look up Skibbity toilet. Big Skibbity toilet. Where's one of the big ones, though? I can only find small ones. Maybe just put Skibbity toilet. Should be good enough. This. I gotta choose something. Okay, this is the closest I can find. It's basically this. See? See? It's basically this. Yeah, Urza has a big ego, I know. You can see this, and then there it is. It's the same crap. Skibbity, 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 skibbity. Oh, what does this card do? 3 mana, flash flying. Whenever you cast a colorless spells and artifact spell, oh, you can cast them as though they had flash. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Liberator of Urza Battle Thopter's power, put a +1/+1 counter on Liberator. William, no 2 cards yet. The funniest 4-player card, Jace's Archivist. 3 mana, 2/2, pay a blue, tap. Each player discards their hand, then draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discard this way. Oh, so it's what's it called? It's a perpetual wind. No, wind. What the hell is this card called? Windmill? No. Starts with a W, though. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Windfall? Where are all these cards called wind? Maybe I've got the wrong word in my head. No, not wheel. The blue one. Windfall? Is it Windfall? I'm getting Alzheimer's. That is Windfall. I know, it didn't seem right to me. It didn't seem right to me. But it's instant speed. Yeah, it can be an instant speed. That's right. It was Windfall, yeah. It's Alzheimer's, people. It's Alzheimer's. You get old. You start questioning the things that you know. It just happens. Bulky, welcome to the show. Thran Temporal Gateway. I came late, so I hope it has not been done yet. 4 mana legendary artifact. You can pay 4 tap. You may put a historic permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. What? I don't know how useful this card is in an Urza deck, because I think I'm going to have enough mana to pay for whatever the hell I want to play. It's interesting, though. We got Crack Grit. How about Pongify and Rapid Hydroation, my favorite blue removal spells. You got it! Okay, we got Pongify. Well, we definitely need to have Pongify and Rapid Hybridization for removal. Both of the... Oh, they have a new picture for Rapid Hybridization. Instant, destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. And that creature's controller creates a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token. Thanks so much, Cracker Grit. Ooh. Next, let's take a look at... We have a bunch of new people showing up. True North. We got Thought Monitor. Sorry about that. Love the card, though. The Dark Ginger. Jin Gitaxias. Is Jin Gitaxias an artifact? Which one? Progress Tyrant. Not quite an artifact. Looks like an artifact. 7 mana, 5/5. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, we get to copy it, and we can choose new targets. But this ability only triggers once each turn. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, ooh, we get to counter it. This ability triggers only once each turn. It's like a Rayo. I like it. It's like a Rayo. But it's 7 mana. It's the only difference between a Rayo and this guy. Pazers Fan Forever with Cryogen Relic and Aether Spellbomb. Cryogen Relic. But this is like a newish card, right? 2 mana artifact enters or leaves the battlefield. We draw a card. And for 2 mana, sack the artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature. And you also want removal like Aether Spellbomb. I do own that card. Huge fan of Aether Spellbomb. 1 mana. You also pay a blue, sack something. Also draws a card. Back to the freebie section. Turiat, Throne of Eldraine. The Throne of Eldraine. The Throne. There's the throne. Enter the battlefield, choose a color. Tap, add 4 mana of the chosen color. Spend this mana only to cast mono-colored spells of that color. That's not going to work so well. I mean, it'll be good for casting my blue cards, but it won't cast my artifact cards or the colorless cards. Is colorless considered monocolored? I don't know the rules. Pay 3, tap, draw 2 cards, spend only mana of the chosen color to activate this ability. We did cap a cannoneer too. Tub with Memnon. What is this? Memnon. This is a real card? Okay, this is not a real card. What do we got here? Let's get Aaron's Replicating Ring. We're going deep now. Okay, 3 mana snow artifact. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. This is terrible. Okay, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on Replicating Ring. Then if it has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicating Ring. With tap, add 1 mana of any color. This sounds... I don't... What? At the beginning of my upkeep? It's going to take me forever to get that thing off. If I haven't won the game in 8 turns, I've done something horribly wrong. We did do Memnite. Yeah, we did Memnite. So many cool cards suggested. Frequency Spectre, Mirage Mirror. Oh, is that what lets me copy artifacts, enchantments? Oh no, this is something else. 3 mana artifact, pay 2. Mirage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until end of turn. Not bad. I second Bryce the Hottie. Where's Bryce the Hottie? Unwinding Clock. 4 mana artifact, untap all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step. That sounds powerful. Very powerful. Pabno with the super chat. Graz. Unstoppable Juggernaut. Could be a win con. One of many. 8 mana, 7/5. Juggernauts you control attack each combat if able. Juggernauts you control can't be blocked by walls. And other creatures you control have base power and toughness 5/3 and or juggernauts. My Thopters have become juggernauts. Let's get... I'm gonna choose someone at random. Let's start choosing people at random. Thad Adele by Dinglebag. 3 mana, 2/2. With Island Walk, whenever Thad Adele deals combat damage to a player, search their library for an artifact card and exile it. Then that player shuffles their library, and until end of turn, you may play that card. You better believe I will. And I will play it easily. With all my manas. Steve Cooper with the super chat. Need the obvious Unwinding Clock. I think we did that one. Were you just sniped? You just got sniped a second ago by, I think, Bryce. Okay, you want Cyber... You have a backup. Cyberman Patrol. I could suggest so many cards since I built Urza 2. Oh, really? What's your deck list, Steve Cooper? What's your deck list? So what does it go here? We have a 2 mana, 2/2. All artifact creatures you control have Afflict 3. Whenever a creature with Afflict 3 becomes blocked. Oh, so if you block, you're screwed anyway. This is such an ugly looking picture. I hate it. Okay, so you're gonna donate 2 super chats. So first one, hey Bizzlebolt. Let's give the first one to Joe. You haven't even got a card yet today. Vesuvan Doppelganger. Vesuvan. Is this good in Urza deck? I mean, it's just a random Doppelganger card. Comes into play, you can choose a creature, and if you do, it becomes that creature, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you can choose another creature. I can't choose Urza though, unfortunately. Next up, we got Rough 1x1 with the Mirror Works. You get a super chat. Hopefully the mirror works. 5 mana artifact. Whenever another non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay 2, and if you do create a token, that's a copy of that artifact. Next. Yeah, Urza's the commander. Gonna command everybody. Toilet Duck, Lady Octopus. The hell? Lady. What in tarnations? Blue. Oh, yeah, this is the news. Oh, my God. I've got to play with the Spider-Man card. Blue 02. Whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an Ingenuity counter on Lady Octopus and tap. You may cast artifact spells from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the number of Ingenuity counters on Lady Octopus without paying their mana cost. This is crazy. Now, this is a great way to cheat artifacts in play. Next, we got to get... Oh, we need to get to some super chats around here. Let's get... okay, one by one. Little MX Doom. You've got... Mirrodin Besieged. Is that an artifact? Mirrodin... I think it's at least an enchantment. It is. 3 mana, enchantment, enters the battlefield, choose Mirren or Phyrexian. If you choose Mirren, you get a 1/1 colorless artifact creature token every single time you cast an artifact spell. If you choose Phyrexian, at the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 15 or more artifact cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. Holy smokes! Interesting. So a little bit of self-mill or just playing cards, and I can just start one-offing my opponents. Like Mirrodin Besiege. Okay, everybody better... You know what? I like this card. This is like a way of ending the game if the game is just going on like maybe a little too long. Did you put Blade of Selves? Never heard of it. Two mana artifact. Oh, sorry, equipment. Equipped creature has Myriad. So if I attack, I get a bunch of copies of this creature. Fascinating. Also can equip for 4. We did sigh. We did sigh. This is a treasure cruise. I don't know how easy it is to pull this off, but probably it's still good. Yeah. Who doesn't like drawing 3 cards? And in an artifact deck, that's going to be beautiful. Next super chat, let's get from Algot. The Command Power Plant. Okay. I won't be playing with any of these cards, but thanks for the suggestion. Command Power Plant, land, tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. If you control a command tower and a command mine, add 2 mana of any color in your commander's color identity instead. Command towers you control have tap. If you control a command mine and command power plant, add 3 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. What a funny card. Next up. What is this old boy? Cyber Drive Awakener. 6 mana, 4/4 construct, flying. Other artifact creatures you control have flying. My constructs take flight around here. When this creature enters, each non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature until end of turn. Each non-creature artifact. Oh, so all my random crappy artifacts become 4/4s. Very beautiful. Next, we get a super chat from... Oh, no, you got sniped, Little MX2. Okay, I'm going to get another one of your super chats. Mirage Mockery. Gotta get some of those Little MX Doom super chats through before they get sniped all over the place. Mirage Mockery is a 3 mana sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control, or create a token that's a copy of target non-artifact creature you control. You can also enchant for 3 mana. I don't know if you have good blink targets. Well, my Urza. Displacer Kitten. Yeah, maybe my Urza is the best one. 4 mana, 2/2 avoidance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, which I have a million of, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control. Yeah, I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of ETB cards. Can also put that on the One Ring, right? The One Ring. Blink the one, reset the One Ring. Oh my God! Maybe you cast a non-creature. That's insane. So I tap the One Ring for mana, draw a card, play like a 0 mana card or a 1 mana card, and then Displacer Kitten will blink my One Ring. That's crazy. Next up, Bell, Urza Saga. Definitely has to be on the deck, 100%. It's a token generator all in one. Tap for mana, For 2 mana tap, make a construct, and also searches my deck for 1 mana and 0 mana cards. Next, we got Dark Ginger. We did Emery. If done, donate. You better believe we'll donate. Sorry about that, but you know who's going to benefit off of this, King Ginger? I'll tell you who's going to benefit. Hexenort, repurposing bait. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm looking for this card. It's like out of stock in all my local game stores. 3 mana artifact. Pay 2. Tap. Sack another artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Activate only as a library. This card is a banger. I just don't know how to get one. It's sold. I mean, of course you go TCG player, but then I gotta wait for the damn thing. Old boy says paradoxical outcome goes hard in Urza. Paradoxical outcome. Oh, right. I mean, if you're playing with a bunch of cheap cards, but even if you're not, 4 mana instant, return any number of target non-land, non-token permanents you control to their owner's hands, and draw a card for each card returned to your hand. This way. Yeah, this is a complete banger. So many ways to draw cards. My friends are going to regret not liking 2-card combos. Commander is Urza High Lord Artificer. Or Lord High Artificer. I can never remember. Just as I mentioned Urtai because it sounds like you reduced power a lot, but it's also really annoying to be able to counter something every time you untap him. Well, it's only... But, you know, they just kill the damn thing. We did Winter Orb, Reptiles. We did Simulacrum Synthesizer. Great card, though. Great idea. Bell with some practical cards. Otawara. You can never leave the house without an Otawara. Next up, Dadam Draws with MM-Menon the right hand. It's a real card. Look it up. Okay, I'll go look it up. The right hand. I couldn't find it earlier. Okay, 5 mana, 3/4. It's a jellyfish. Also an advisor. Flying. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast artifact spells from the top of your library. And artifacts you control have tap, add a blue. Spend this mana only to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. Artifacts you control have tap, add a blue. Spend this... This is weird. It's like, this is like another copy of Urza. But I can only cast spell from anywhere other than your hand. I do like this artifact spell. So this is like... Sorry, this is the... Future Sight of Artifacts. And it's a creature. Not an artifact itself, though, so I can't tap it for mana. But still works. Howling Mine, tap it. No, we did Howling Mine too. Sorry about that. Yeah, we did Howling Mine. A lot of the obvious ones have been done. We're going for with Soth, with Seat. With no lands suggested yet. Or not very few lands, I should say. Now the lands are coming out. Citizen Nod. Artifact land. Tap, add a blue. Are there any Metallic Rebuke? Are there any artifact specific counter spells? Like counter spells that help you if you have artifacts? I don't know if this is any good though. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Maybe it's crap. Next we've got... we better take another Little MX Doom. Prototype Portal. An old favorite. Can be a new favorite. It's not even that old. Oh, it's actually from Scars of Merit. Okay, it's old. 4 mana artifact, imprint. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile an artifact card from your hand. Pay X, tap, put a token. That's a copy of the exiled card onto the battlefield. X is the converted mana cost of the card. Imagine we just get 1 rings. I got millions of 1 rings. A Vandal Blast kills my deck. Probably. Probably. Okay, Reptile. Got something new. Metalwork Colossus. Boom. 11 mana, 10/10. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of non-creature artifacts you control. And sacrifice 2 artifacts. Return Metalwork Colossus from my graveyard back to my hands. It can never disappear. Soul Ring, yes, thank you very much for the suggestion, Bell. I don't know if that one's worth looking up, but thanks for the suggestion. We didn't look up Static Orb, actually. Static Orb to lose friends. No, don't worry, my friends have nowhere to go. They'll keep inviting me back. 3-mana artifact. When it's untapped, players can't untap more than 2 permanents during their untap step. But we can tap this thing with Urza. I love that. That's a great idea. Next. Let's get... We got Cracker Grits with Swan Song and Cyclonic Rift. We only one super chat per person, or at least for $2. Swan Song. Excellent. Really good card to protect combos, but also just to protect your butt in general. Instant. Counter target enchantment, instant, or sorcery spell. Its controller creates a 2/2 blue bird creature token. And it flies. I can block it with my Thopters. Oh, Scavenger Grounds. That's an interesting suggestion. Scavenger Grounds. Desert. Tapped out of colorless. Pay 2. Tap. Desert. Sacrifice the desert. Exile all graveyards. Exile them. Get them out of here. 4 Paths of Life. Diversion unit. Two mana, 2/1 flying. Pay a blue. Sack this creature. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 3. Not bad. Not bad at all. We got Abyssal Bolt. Vidalcan Archmage. I think it's called Winter Orb. Is there a card called Winter Moon? The Archmage. 4 mana, 0/2. Whenever you cast an artifact, I get to draw a card. That card is crazy. There's so many cards that are gonna. I'm gonna see. Look, is Winter Moon a real card? Oh, it is this card. The card hardly sees play. Players can't untap more than 1 non-basic land during their untap step. It's interesting, actually. Interesting. Unfortunately, I can't tap it. It's gonna screw me over too. Beanpot with Hope of Girapur. Well, that's a good idea. Okay, so it's a 1/1, a 1/1 flying, and I can sack it until your next turn. Target player who has dealt damage by Hope of Girapur this turn can't cast non-creature spells. Chazzy Brown with Diversion Unit. Okay, 2 mana. We got that one, unfortunately. Sadly, that one's been done before. Okay, we got to get to some Little MX Doom cards. Forensic Gadgeteer. Oh, this card is great. 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, we investigate. Those clues can be tapped for mana. Activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. Even better. This effect can't reduce the mana to cost less than 1. This is a great idea. This is a snap include in the deck. It's an answer for Vandal Blast. Okay, I don't think anyone's playing Vandal Blast, at least in my play group. Would Dark Depths be a good addition? Probably not. I don't have any way to get rid of all the counters, right? It'd just be like a random land in the deck. Stern Lesson. Christopher B. Draw 2 cards. So draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Create a tap Power Stone token, and those things can let me cast my artifact cards. Little MX Doom with Saravox Tome. Four mana artifact enters the battlefield. You take the initiative and tap for a colorless, and then if you have the initiative, you can tap for 2 colorless. Pay 3, tap, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Activate only if you've completed a dungeon. Good God. Bell with Flusterstorm. Oh, we better believe I have Force of Will. We'll get Force of Will in here. So the counter target instant or sorcery spell, you get Storm. Then we have Force of Will. Force of Will is a very good card. Can't leave my house without Force of Will, damn it. Leslian, Moonlit Meditation. Better get the dungeon tokens. Moonlit Meditation, 3 mana aura. Enchant an artifact or creature you control, and the first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. Bryce with the super chat. Blink. Is it Blink Moth? Blink Moth Urn. It was Blink Moth. 5 mana artifact. At the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase, if Blink Moth Urn is untapped, that player adds a colorless for each artifact they control. Holy crap! Each player's pre-combat main phase. So I basically will make 1,000,000 mana and I can tap this. This card's insane. This card's insane. Old boy with Mishra's Workshop. This is a card to proxy. Land, tap, add 3 mana to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, honestly, there's a lot of Urza decks. They don't play this card. And I guess it just doesn't help cast Urza. Helps cast everything else, though. I guess there's a lot of things this thing can't do, like can't tap to activate abilities and stuff like that. We did Ethereum Sculptor. Christopher Kelly with Puka's Mischief. Very mischievous. Ooh, it's a rabbit here. 4 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep... Uh-oh. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exchange control of target non-land permanent you control and target non-land permanent opponent controls with an equal or lesser mana cost. Do the old switcheroo on them. Okay, let's donate this little MX Doom card, because this was sniped. So who's going to get this super chat? We'll give it to... Who has confirmed no 2 cards yet? Unlocked, Sword of Wealth and Power. Three mana equipment. It gets +2/+2. The creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from instants and sorceries. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, we get a treasure. And when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy the spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Equip for 2. Answer for Vandal Blast Swan Song. That's right. Little MX Doom again with the super chat. Senator Peacock. I think I got that. Here, we need fresh sound effects. Five mana, 3/4 Human Advisor. Artifacts you control are clues in addition to their other types and have pay 2. That is interesting. Sack this artifact, draw a card. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, target creature can't be blocked this turn. That is a very interesting card. I also like the art a lot. This is a very nice art. I like the full art arts like this. We got Oh Holy Poner, Blue Harmless. Oh, the Blue Harmless Offering. You mean the switcheroo card? Rough with Uthros. Who the hell is that? Which one? We did this one. This one's been done before. And it's insane. It's a great card. You have to be more specific. If it wasn't that one, you have to be more specific. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. We got Cracker Grit. When last imprisoned in the moon. You like your removal. You like your blue removal. Get rid of opponent's commander. Oh, that's true. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap, add colorless, and lose all other card types and abilities. That's a good idea, actually. I forgot, like, yeah, if you blow up someone's commander, I mean, they'll just put it back in the command zone. Here, it ain't coming back. It stays on the battlefield. It'll wish it could go to the command zone. Next. Uthros is a planet. Uthros. Oh, this one? The other cards are just references to the planet. Well, this has a bigger name to it. Okay, let's look at the planet. It enters tapped. It adds a blue. It also has station. 12+, pay blue, tap, add blue for each artifact you control. That one might work. That might work. All right, we got We got Ruff's card. It was a bit rough, but we got there. Felicia, Mana Drain. Love this card. This is actually really good for an artifact deck because it counter spells. I get colorless mana. What am I going to spend the colorless mana on for? Just probably more artifacts. Lil MX Doom with another super chat. Fomori's Vault. Fomori? Who the hell is that anyway? A land, tap for a colorless, pay 3, tap, discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I have to just discard one card? We're going to dig for exactly what we want in this deck now. We're going to dig for exactly what we want. Jess says, Nikachu is a captain of a ship that's being lifted from the bottom of the ocean. He's the opposite of a sinking ship. Unlocked. Witness. Oh, yeah, Witness Protection does the same thing. Plenty of ways to tap stuff down so it can't block. That's true. Pay a blue. For an aura, enchant creature loses all abilities and is a 1/1 legitimate business person. Very legitimate. Jake. Excalibur. The Sword of Eden. Is this a biblical reference or something? 12 mana equipment. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of historic permanents you control, which is a lot. We're playing with a lot of artifacts. Equipped creature gets +10/+0 and has vigilance. Equip a legendary creature for 2 mana. Oh, it only goes on legendary creatures. Legends and nothing else. Cracker Grit loves the blue removal. I also love blue removal. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of blue removal. Got to remove everything. What? You get a second card yet, Toads? Ariet's Apple. Ariet's Apple. 4 mana food. ETB. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste. Also, pay 2. Sack it for life. What's this? Also, we can make someone lose 3 life. So when we eat it, we gain life. When someone else eats it, they lose life. Good God, Lilemic. What's with all these super chats? Canoptic Scarab Swarm. Do you have, like, the same deck or something? I've never seen so many super chats out of you. 4 mana, 1/1 insect, flying. Feeder mandibles. When Canoptic Scarab Swarm enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard for each artifact or land card exiled this way, creating 1/1 colorless insect artifact creature token with flying. Basically, more Thopters. And for each card that's super chatted by Lil MX Doom, we go back to the freebie section. A buddy of mine runs Polymorph on Hullbreaker Horde. I can't run combos. That's the only problem. And also, Polymorph won't work very well in this deck because I'll just polymorph into, like, the Canoptic Scarab Swarm or something like that. The Holy Poner, coveted Falcon. 3 mana, 1/4. Flying. When it attacks, gain control of target permanent you own but don't control. Oh, if someone stole something, I steal it back. Disguise for 2 mana, and when it's turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of target permanents you control, but I get to draw a card for each one they gain control of this way. That is just a weird card. Lil MX Doom. You want me to blow up my own board? Navineral's Disc. I'm not exactly invincible to this card. 4 mana. It comes into play tapped. I can pay 1. Tap. Destroy all artifact, creatures, and enchantments. I think this is going to hurt me more than it hurts my opponents. I could be wrong. I mean, hey, we need a failsafe, right? Nikachu doesn't like all the money he's getting. I love all the money. Keep sending it my way. Didn't see the no combos. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It can have synergy. I can get a lot of mana, you know. Israel Moore, the it's Saprazen. I'm looking for the land. Yeah, it's the depletion. Saprazen Scurry. Saprazen S, I think. Okay, I'm wrong. Oh, is it only one? Is it 2 Z's? Not Cove. Because you know what? I went to like a convention the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I found the land. How much? And then when I took a double look, it's like, oh, Sappers and Cove. Wait a minute. It looks like the card, but it's not. So it was like, okay, sorry, I'm not actually buying this. I was really looking for Sappers and Scary, which comes to play tapped with 2 depletion counters on it. You can tap to add double blue to your mana pool. I think this card's great. You aren't always going to be ahead, so a good board wipe with synergy is never a bad idea. You're not wrong. But I plan to be ahead. Well, when all else fails, you play the old Cyclonic Rift and blast them all away. Bell's been suggesting Strip Mine for like the last 10 minutes. Strip Mine. Huge fan of Strip Mine. Huge fan of land destruction. Rodney Top 8 Thompson is not a fan of land destruction. You know, so Rodney in my group, if he dares stares at my board to do something, I'm like, if you blow my creature up, I blow your land up. That's the only thing to deter him from doing anything stupid. Don't be a fool, Rodney. I'll blow up your land. Oh, the coveted jewel. By Little MX Doom. This is an idea. 6 mana. Oh no, but you can give it to somebody else, right? 6 mana, enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. I can tap to add 3 mana of any one color. But whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls attack you and aren't blocked, that player draws 3 cards and gains control of my coveted jewel. It's going to be hard to protect. I think we did Mind Lock Orb. Did we do my Mind Lock Orb? I think we did this one. Yeah, we did that one. Sorry about that. The Silent Arbiter. Silently maybe one of the best cards in the deck. 4 mana, 1/5. No more than 1 creature can attack each combat. That sounds like such a combo with my Kappa Cannoneer. No more than 1 creature can block each combat. Ooh, this card is evil as hell. It's probably better than Propaganda. Long show on the bingo card today. Nope. There's no bingo card. Next we got Little MX Doom's Spell Swindler. Five mana, instant counter target spell and create X treasure tokens where X is that spell's mana value. 5/5 mana, be scared. Be very, very scared. Servant of the Lord with the... Oh, I probably should have a Reliquary Tower, actually. Yeah, I should probably have a Reliquary Tower. I have no maximum hand size. This game might go long. I might want to keep all those cards in my hand. Who's going to start listing all the fetch lands? Okay, this is fine. I have them all. Old Boy with Lotus Petal. Zero mana. I just picked one of these up from Fusion not too long ago. FusionGamingOnline.com. Tap, sack it, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Although this is going to have like poor synergy. This is, I mean, I got the thing. This feels like more of like an all-in type of, like a combo-ish card to like get your combo online as quickly as possible. Next we have Iron Spider Stark upgrade. What in tarnation? It's a new one. Oh, the Tony Stark upgrade. 3 mana, 2/3 vigilance, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact, creature, and/or vehicle you control. Pay to remove 2 +1/+1 counters from among artifacts you control. Draw a card. Oh my god, that is such a good card. That is the reality chip. Snap going in the deck. I can guarantee it. 2 mana, 0/4. That, like, this is basically the future sight of artifacts, and as long as it's attached to a creature, I can play lands and cast spells from the top of my library while looking at the top card of my library, and it can be reconfigured. Yeah, this card's insane. Anyone didn't get 2 cards yet? Can't tell. Tresario, you've been here for you got like the first card. Research Thief. Poor Tresario waiting till like how long? 1 hour 24 minutes to get a second card. Oh, we did this one. We did this one. You had to have been there. You've been here since the beginning of the show, unless you like ducked out for a second. 4 passive life, Jetfire, Ingenious Scientist. Oh my god. I would hate to play this card if it's actually that good. 5 mana, 3/4, more than meets the eye for 4 mana. You can cast the spell card converted for 4 mana. Okay, flying. Remove 1 or more +1/+1 counters from an artifact you control. Target player adds that much colorless. The mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. We can also convert this thing into the 3/4 living metal flyer. And for triple blue, convert Jetfire and then adapt 3. What a weird card. Okay, Lil MX Doom's wallet seems to have been drained. Loyal Inventor. Apparently the last card. I've heard that many times. 3 mana, 2/3, Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, then shuffle, put that card into your hand if you control an assassin. Otherwise, put that card on top of your library. What is that? Oh, it's a neat tutor. Repeatable tutor. Okay, what's the last card? What's an interesting card? That's a very strong card. My deck will definitely have that. Steve Cooper, you can tap the reality chip while it's attached to Urza, by the way. It's dumb. Yes! Urza is stupid. That's why I like playing Urza. Okay, let's see who gets the last. The last card is going to be random. It's random. Just randomly scrolling through chat. Christopher B. Traverse Eternity. 4 mana sorcery. Draw cards equal to the highest mana value among historic permanents you control. Thank you so much, everybody. Unbelievable. What a great show. All right, I'm gonna look. For once, I'm actually gonna go back and like watch my entire show. I don't go back and watch these things. I let people. I mean, because I was here live. Why would I go look at the things? I will watch this one. I guarantee it, because I need all those ideas for my deck list that I have to order like really, really quickly. So as usual, we do these shows 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. And also, of course, thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thanks to Little MX Doom, the show got extended by an entire half hour. And of course, thanks everyone for your ideas. People like Trasaro, Beanpot, Christopher B. Oh, I have to go a little bit further. Pabno, William, Bell, Argentina, Old Boy, Unlocked. Who do we have here? I don't want to miss anyone. Dadam Draws, Christopher B, Beanpot, Steve Cooper, Little MX Doom, Servant of the Lord, Toads, Jess. Who else? Post a list on Discord when it's done. I'll try to do that. So we have Jeff. What else do we have here? I must be missing somebody. Dark Ginger, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we will keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.